Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. Versus Jordan Love and the Chicago Bears.
No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he finds Montgomery complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coach...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
28-30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. To try again after the sack. Rodgers, that is caught inside the 5. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Love from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to run. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
And that's where it pays to throw to one of the tallest receivers in the game, because you know he can outjump virtually anyone in the NFL. And don't think for a second his quarterback doesn't understand that. He can put the ball in places that only he would have a chance to go and get it. Old High Pockets himself makes that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. That is caught at the 7. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Haskins going to throw again. Forced out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chicago offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Love from the gun on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. 17-0 our score after 1. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Jordan Love in this offense ready to get the football back. Interesting stat line right now. Technically, he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield because he has completed 2 passes to his own team, but the interceptions are troubling. Is he going through the wrong reads, the wrong progressions? Is he getting fooled by defenses? They've got to figure that out over on the sideline, working on that Surface Pro to see what they see.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun. Love. That's caught by Montgomery. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago! Cole Kmet, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Rodgers on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more.
He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Henry Ruggs, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers add on to their lead.
That is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Love. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On the return, it's right. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Rodgers on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Packers now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Ruggs.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts, one of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Love now on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
3rd and long for Love. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Love. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Love. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Going back to Love. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to just...
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things out. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time, They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Rolling to his right. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. They'll find Miller. That's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Throwing is Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On play action, Rodgers. They'll roll him out right, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And into the end zone, it's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 24. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Toss left to Montgomery. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Love from the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. From the gun, Love finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, Love. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On third down. Love. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run, Montgomery. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Here's Love. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Mike one.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears cut into that lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Rodgers on the return.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards 8.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Not much there, only a yard. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that is incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that dig?
Momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And this offense is running away with this one.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, four in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
You better be afraid of me. 51 Mike.
Working out of the gun. Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go, man. Big series right here. We got to step.
Throwing again. Love. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
First down, going to the air with Love. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And the Packers pick it up. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Rodgers now on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Now they try the right side here. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And this is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears will get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th. But they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, The winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
It's coming, double up.
Love now to pass on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Love. That's caught by Montgomery. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Packers, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2.
And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington.